If you could change or create something new about streaming, what would you want, ignoring budget or time restraints? I think this is something that the platform, like Twitch the platform or YouTube the platform, could do, but I would like better ways to make collectives. So Twitch has stream teams, but I would like the ability to do more formal broadcast style stuff. So let's say we have Stream Together, which is kind of getting there. Let's say I wanted every day to start off by doing a 1 hour podcast with Matara. Right? Me and Matara want to do 1 hour podcast every day at 2 p.m. And then at 3 p.m., we are live on our own channels chatting. And then at this time, I'm live on this channel gaming. What I want is for those to be treated as separate things instead of one streamer's one broadcast. I would love for, if we do a joint thing, for that to be treated as like one thing. Maybe there's a network view. So they have Stream Together, but I would love for it to go into one player, and instead of the channel name, it's the name of the series. And then it gets saved to something that looks like a channel as a series, right? And it could split the revenue between the two of our users. So again, instead of a channel, the series is the entity that you're watching in a way, to make like collaboration on the stuff better. And then you could follow the series, not just us. It makes you auto follow us, but like you could follow the series specifically. And then when I chat, have that be like when you watch anything on any TV channel, you have blocks of time scheduled out and the channel is constantly running, but there's different shit happening at different scheduled times. I would like that experience a little bit to be possible, in that I could have one channel, like a series, maybe a certain type of channel running, and different broadcasters could stream to it, and it shows it both on that and on their own channel, and kind of like spread it between the two. I don't know how to describe this, but like I could picture it in my head of how this could work. And I also want to be able to have it be that when I change segments, when I chat and then I swap over to a game, I want to be able to send out another notification to say like, okay, now like in an episode kind of way, now we're doing this, right? So let's say every stream, because some streamers do this, every stream I did 1 hour podcast, then 1 hour of like standard just chatting, and then 2 hours of gaming. I would want to be able to start each of those segments by sending out a notification to all of you, because some people are just here for one thing, and I want it to send it out like with the game I'm playing or with a name of activity or whatever. Just the same way you would segment out a schedule for a TV channel. That's what I want. But for example, think of stream teams, right? Think of stream teams. Like, yeah, like you brought up Bishojo. Think of that. What if we had every day there was each of us live in a row for 3 hours each? Let's say I made a new group, okay? I made a new group and I wanted this group to all handle different time slots, but I wanted it to be so that people could just sit down and leave the channel on and it works. But I don't want necessarily to do a group channel because of the way monetization works. I would love if there were a way for us to essentially push our own streams to our own channels to some centralized point where you could just sit there and watch it. And when I'm pushing my stream to that like main group channel, you could sit there and watch it. But then if it's someone else's time slot, they could take that over and it's just seamless for you to watch through, and they could do their segment, and then I could do whatever on my own channel separately if I want to just keep streaming or whatever, right? Just kind of like more flexibility to do that, because I think a lot of streamers would do that where they'd do their own solo streams and then they would push like a collab specifically to a main channel. And the reason why they don't is because the Stream Together tool exists, which kind of helps, but it's not, it's a little, there are ways you can kind of do this like on your own. It just isn't done the right way for the easiest experience for the streamers. There's a lot of back-end stuff you have to take care of. And if you have a group channel, it means you, the people, have to sit there and sort out who's getting what money and what. You have to write up a separate contract between each other to split everything out. Whereas what I'm asking is like an entire change so that you can just do this organically through the platform, and the platform can pay people out based off of what they should be getting for the time that they put in. Instead of you, the person, having to sit there and make like a weird contract with a bunch of people, because that creator cooperatives like that keep getting messy because of all the back end stuff, right? They keep getting really messy because of all the legal implications and everything. Whereas if I could just add someone to a group channel, let them do a thing, and if it's not working out, remove them for the group channel. Okay, boom, it's just handled, you know? I think that'd be nice. I know it's like I'm describing it vaguely, but I want tools that allow the culture to shift to that, because streamers put so much time in that they can't do anything else, okay? They can't do anything else for themselves. And you get more for just streaming more and more and more. I have noticed streaming getting a little more event-based, meaning if you do an event for 2 hours versus just doing a 5-hour gaming stream, you get more out of that. Your community gets more out of that. Your community doesn't feel like they have to sit there for 5 hours watching you. It's a shorter thing, but it's better content. It's more quality. I think while stuff is like shifting to that a little more. It'd be nice to allow better network style, cooperative style stuff to happen with the platform so that people can fully shift to that. Because then imagine if creators were doing like 2 hours of a segment and then spending the other 3 hours that they would spend normally just sitting there streaming a game, instead working on the next segment, scripting stuff out, scheduling it, getting all ready so that you have like a real higher production show. And of course, this is just optional. Like streaming should still stay as it is for those who just want to do that. But the idea of being able to make like an always on channel and schedule people into it, I think would be really nice. And I think Twitch kind of sort of has the layout ready for that. There's some stuff that would need to be adjusted, but like they just need to shift things, and it's just a different mindset on what the platform is for. But I would like that.